Hello and welcome to another minimalism video. Today we're going to be sorting through Alex's wardrobe because when I did my clearing out of my wardrobe months and months ago, when I first started my minimalism series, we went through my part of the wardrobe, so my half, and also our chest of drawers that we share. So we did some of his clothes, but his wardrobe has been something that we've been meaning to tackle and we've just been leaving because it's such a mess. So Alex moved in with me in December and he just brought all clothes he thought that he would want or need from his home in Surrey, which he hadn't even been living in because he'd been at uni. So it was kind of a mismatch of just like, oh, take everything you think you might need. And so a lot of it is just clothes that he's never even worn and that I think that he needs to get rid of. So it's a pretty big mess because every single time I've been putting clothes away or he's been putting clothes away from the laundry, we've just been shoving it in there because we're like, oh, we'll do the wardrobe this weekend, and life gets in the way. I've been very, very busy with YouTube and with my job and it just hasn't happened. But Alex is going away for 2 weeks today, so we want to get this done before he goes away because I intend on doing a lot more minimalism videos in the next 2 weeks. And maybe, you know, doing an apartment tour if I manage to get it done. I don't know if I will, but we'll see. So I just really wanted to get it done before we go. So we've woken up early and we're gonna do it now. Let's get straight into the video. So as a self-proclaimed minimalist, this is craziness, but it's not my wardrobe, it's Alex's half, so I kind of leave this to him. So up here is jumpers and just everything, it seems, including swimming trunks. Here's his shirts and jackets, and then down here is more junk because he can't fit it in. So, like my other videos, first things first is to take everything out of the wardrobe. So, this is everything in the wardrobe. And do you wear all these clothes, Alex? Honestly?
Okay, yeah. I'll make sure to wear. Once I've worn them, I put them away until I've worn the next one.
Really?
And then when I've worn them all.
When was the time that you wore any of those trousers there? I've never seen you wear any of them.
It's Monday, Tuesday.
So yeah, this is a serious situation. I think there's going to be a lot that we're getting rid of. If you didn't watch my first wardrobe clear out video, I highly recommend you watch it. But I'm just going to go through the stages of everything that I'm going to do in this video as well. So the first thing that you want to do is organise them into piles of like items. So we're going to do shirts, shorts, trousers, jumpers, and then go through them and sort them out to things you want to keep for sure, like 100% you wear, things that you're not sure about that you're thinking, I don't know if I wear them, but maybe I do want to keep them, and things that you want to get rid of, donate, and you know, be very sure of it. And you want to do that first, and we're going to do that now. And you want to be really, really critical about it. I mentioned this in the other video. You really want to think, do I actually need these things? Like, do I wear them? I know that sometimes it's tempting to think, oh, I really like this, one day I might wear it, but do you actually see yourself wearing it? And when you've done that, you're going to go through the whole lot again because it's going to be things that you're second guessing and that you really need to be critical with. And also, Alex and I are doing this together. That's another really helpful tip, is do it with somebody else because they can offer advice when you're unsure and they can be like, no, you really don't need that, you can get rid of it. So I'm going to do that with Alex because I know there'll be things in here that he'll be like, oh, but I want to keep, and I'll have to put my foot down. So that's another tip. Do it with somebody else, with a friend, family member, boyfriend, whatever. Yeah, so we're just going to go through it all and I'll update you if we're going through any struggles. We've decided last minute whilst we're doing Alex's wardrobe to go through his chest of drawers again because when we went through it last time we only got rid of like the bare minimum, and there's still quite a lot, like the t-shirts are quite building up quite a lot, and there's a lot of socks and underwear. This is where we're at currently. This is all the clothes Alex is getting rid of. He's going to be taking them home with him and seeing if
them in my wardrobe at home.
No, he's going to be seeing if his brother won't want any. And then here are their yes clothes. They're some clothes he's taking away to Munich because he's going away. They're the yes trousers and shorts. Here's our maybes. Here's our jumpers. Here's our fix. We need to fix these, the buttons are missing. And then the t-shirt drawer's looking way better. So now on to the socks and underwear. So this is looking so much better. Alex is taking some with him to Munich, but here's his socks now, and then this is all his underwear, and then he's just taking those with him away. So that's so much better. And then in here, 1,001 times better. I do want, a few of you mentioned in my other video about the folding method, the KonMari folding method. I'm gonna look into that, but I'm just doing this for now. So we've gone through everything, we've done really, really well, but we're just gonna quickly look through everything just to double check. We don't need to do a thorough look through again because Alex has actually been really good and got rid of a whole heap of clothes, so we're pretty sure of our decisions, but we're just gonna double check. No. Alex. So we've just done all of the clothes. How was it, Alex? Stressful?
Not stressful, just a bit of a pain at like 8:30 in the morning.
He's not a morning person. We've done well though, and now I'm going to put it back into the wardrobe because Alex isn't the best at organising, so I'm going to sort of I'm going to lay it out like in colour order, kind of the way that my wardrobe's laid out, and I'll show you how I do that because I don't think I did show you that last time. Maybe I did, but yeah.
Can't complain of that. You do all the work.
Last but not least is to do his shoes. As far as I'm aware, I don't know if Alex wears any of these. These slippers. When do you wear these slippers?
In the winter. You don't need slippers in the summer, do you?
But when do you wear these slippers?
In the winter.
Alex, you look crazy. I've never seen you wear these.
Yes, you have. You just say that every time with everything you don't like. I've never seen you wear these.
You're on camera. Everyone's going to say, he's such a horrible boyfriend. Why are you with him?
I don't give a shit.
Right, next. What are your thoughts?
On shoes? I don't know about those.
Right.
They're good quality, but they are also like pure leather and suede, which makes me feel a bit weird.
I've literally never seen you wear them.
I just haven't worn them. I think it's just I put them in the cupboard, and I always wear the other ones for smart occasions. So I always think, oh, they're not clean. I haven't worn them in so long. It's probably spiders.
I think you should get rid of them. You don't need more than one pair of smart shoes.
Okay. So I don't think I want to get rid of any others in here.
Not bad at all, not bad. So this is Alex's new wardrobe. The hangers bother the hell out of me because they don't match, but that's not an expense that I'm willing to pay for because it's kind of wasteful. So yeah, his wardrobe's looking way better. He's got 2 jackets, he's got some casual shirts, he's got some smart shirts for work, he's got some summer shirts, and he's got 3 pairs of trousers, and I just think that that is an amazing wardrobe. He's got a much smaller wardrobe than I do. I'm going to have to do mine again. I'm going to do a second purge, so look out for that in the next couple of weeks. And then up here he's got his trousers on the right, his jeans, and then he's got all of his jumpers. He does have a lot of jumpers. That's probably the one thing that you've got a lot of, but I have a lot of jumpers too, so I can't complain. And then he's got his shoes here. There are other shoes in the hallway, in our hallway cupboard, if you watched my other video clearing out the cupboards, but those are shoes that like you wear every day.
I've only got a couple in there.
Yeah, he's only got a couple, and then there are his shorts, just because it's coming into winter, so he won't be wearing them as often, so they're just down there and it's a little good spot for them. So I think that looks so much better. So yeah, that's everything cleared out. I'm gonna sort out the rest of the room because there's stuff on the bed and Alex has to pack and stuff. But I just want the takeaway from these videos to be that any normal person can be a minimalist. Any normal person can clear out their stuff, can reduce and declutter and stop buying so much stuff. And it's more of a mental attitude that you have towards things and becoming less of a consumer and more of someone who's aware of the things that they own already and are grateful for the things that you own already. And you don't also have to compete with other people on YouTube who have minimalism videos because, for example, most of the people I watch anyway who are minimalist, they live in hot countries. So they really don't need as many clothes because they just need some t-shirts, a dress maybe, and some shorts. And for example, they don't have a 9-to-5 job, so they don't need smart clothes, they don't need jumpers, they don't need coats, all these things. I live in England and both of us work in offices, so we do need more clothes. Everyone's lifestyle is different, everyone has different jobs. If you have a uniform or clothes or items that you need for your job, that's totally fine, keep all of it, you don't need to get rid of it. Everyone's lifestyle is totally different, so the amount of things you own is going to be totally different, and also everyone's coming from a different background, so everyone's going to approach this slower and differently. And if someone came into my house, they'd just be like, oh, you live in a normal house. If someone saw my wardrobe, they'd be like, you have a normal wardrobe. I'm not like this super minimalist, but I'm doing these minimalism videos because I'm learning a lot. I find it really fascinating. I love the approach. I used to be a shopaholic. I used to be a really materialistic person. I used to focus so much on my appearance and fashion and the way I looked and the things I owned, and it just doesn't matter. And as soon as you get yourself out of that mindset, you can call yourself a minimalist. And if you approach things differently, you can, and you can, you know, do things around the house that make things a lot easier. So this is going to make life a lot easier. Everything's tidier and neater, and we're not buying things anymore like we used to. So yeah, I hope this has been inspirational to you, and I want anyone out there who's watching this video, go tomorrow, this evening, today, clear out your wardrobe. Don't think you have to get rid of everything, but just clear it out and sort it out, and do that over time with all your things, and approach life differently. Don't buy as much stuff. Don't buy into the whole consumerism, capitalist mindset that you need all these things when you don't need them. And that's the only message I need to, you know, for you to take away from these videos. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. I'm aiming to do quite a few more of these over the next couple of weeks because Alex is away and I can just clean. So yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. It's Sunday, it's time to go shopping. Woo! Don't forget to pack bags, and off we go! You look like the